Oh yeah, we live now.
All right, bet.
All right. Well, yeah, we'll give it 5 minutes, and then we'll go ahead and go into the topics. Yeah. So you're alive. Okay. Cool. All right. All right.
What's going on?
Let me make sure I have this. I want this part of the fucking stream. Yeah. So we have zero viewers. Fucking fantastic. Where's your girl at?
I don't know.
Sleep. That's what it
Slump.
is. Okay. Yeah. So
Slump.
we're gonna make sure we're talking to the mic. A little bit better. The connection's gonna be better. Yeah, this gonna be a good one. This gonna be a good one. I feel it. Do I need to see anything else in here? Should I just go on to the other one? Nah, fuck it.
I'm tired as fuck.
I didn't eat, man. I need to eat, man. I'll tell you that.
I'm about to go to Cheesecake Factory. Yeah.
Swear.
Later. Swear to God.
That's nice. All right. I'm gonna put the camera up for the one too. All right, cool. Should I do a little bit here? All right, cool. So we have 2 viewers. What's good? What's good? Make sure you say what's up in the comments, just so we know who's actually watching, because we actually can't see that on our end. That's dope, though. That's dope.
What you up to?
What I've been up to?
Yes, sir.
Man, I don't know. You already know, man. Just starting this up, man. You already know. Just working out, working out. Like working like a slave. You already know what time it was, man.
Good
I told you that. I told you that's what it was. Working like a slave.
Working like a slave?
Swear to God. But
Like
like a slave.
a field slave.
No, relax, relax. No, but like a damn slave for real. That's what it is.
I get what you're saying, my boy. I get what you're saying. That shit's not easy, bro. Not easy.
Hey, what's up, Baylor?
Every day it's something new. Every day is something new. You know.
For sure, for sure. Yeah, it definitely is. It definitely is something new.
It's never gonna be the same day. It's never gonna be the same day. Something's always gonna come up. Something's always gonna be different, no matter what. So I mean, I guess that's what we gotta look forward to. You know.
Yeah, for sure.
Day.
Shit, it definitely gets mundane really quick, especially
Yep.
doing the same job that I'm doing. So it is what it is on that end. What about you, my man?
None, man. Just living, trying to be positive. Just trying to be positive, my boy.
Yes, sir. That's what we love to hear. That's what we love to hear right there. Yeah, it's all about the positive vibes, man.
Yes,
for
sir.
sure.
I like your album covers.
Do you?
Yeah.
I like that. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that.
So
Like I said, yeah, we'll go into it once we get 5. Oh no, what the hell? Ain't no way. Yeah, once we get into get 5 people. There's also another person that hasn't commented. Go ahead and comment for the one time. Let us know who's in here, man. All right. Come on now. Where y'all at, man? If you have questions, go ahead and give us a question. All right. Yeah, hopefully this stream's gonna be better quality for sure. Made a few minor tweaks. Hey, what you doing with that, Christian?
Yes, sir.
You already know, man. All right. Man, you can hear that shit on this shit. Hey, put that shit down. This one is actually. Yeah, well, so we'll wait for about 2 more people, then we actually get it started. Where the boys at? Where the boys at? Man, y'all sleep, man. All right. That's crazy. All right, so we got 4. Hey, yeah, go ahead and give us a comment just to see who knows in here.
I like grabbing this thing.
Hey, relax on it. You better relax. This guy couldn't help himself. Oh no,
couldn't help myself.
That's
man.
crazy.
It's like an urge.
That's crazy.
It's like an urge that's like dying to get out, like a little boy banging out of the closet.
Oh my god. Relax. Oh yeah, go ahead and let us know who's watching right now. Yeah, we need one more. We'll go ahead and start it.
Man, dang.
You're really getting Cheesecake Factory after this?
Not right after this, man.
But you getting it later?
But I'm definitely getting that shit.
Sure.
Who knows? We'll see.
I'm hungry as hell, man. All right, you got five.
Yo.
All right, cool. Yeah, so go ahead and Jordy A, what's good, Jordy? Yes, sir. Okay, all right. So we're gonna go ahead and get into it. All right, so this is the Life of a Champ podcast, episode 2, featuring the boy Adrian. Right, we'll relax on that. All right, so yeah, go ahead and introduce yourself, man.
I'm Adrian. I really open book. Um, Open to talk about anything, man. Here to help people as well too, man. That's one thing that I really like doing. I love helping people. I love allowing people to look at a different view of life because sometimes people just need that push, Sometimes people just they don't see it from another point of perspective. So if they do, they're able to get the help that they need.
For sure, for
So
sure. That's what we love to hear, my man. Yeah, so me and Adrian, we met at work. We met at the gym. Come on now. Putting in the work.
yes,
Pretty much.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Had plenty of good times though. So we've been friends for like what, like would you say like 4 months maybe,
Yeah.
something like that. So
Since what, maybe like August?
it
That's
had
when
been
I
that
started
long.
working there. Swear to God.
Swear to God.
Swear to God, I started working there in August, boy. Yep.
Nah,
Yeah.
it has been a long. It has been a long. Has it?
Yeah.
Shit. Oh,
Yeah.
there it is. There it goes. That.
It's fucked up.
Hey, what? No, wait, no. Here's the thing. I thought I started working before that, or after that, rather.
Who, you?
Yeah.
No. Was it? I don't know.
I started working. I started working in July. Oh, maybe it was in August.
Yeah, I think it was in August because I started working. I started working at EOS in July as well, but I didn't get actually moved to your location until like maybe like August.
For sure. For sure. It's good
Yeah.
times though.
Brought up Donnie.
Donnie, you already know. Yup.
Album covers.
Man, we need to get. I need to get my. I need to get some Donnie as well for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. So I got a lot of them. I got about like I think I got like 13 or 14 records. I still got to get a few more. I'm looking to get 808 Heartbreak. Definitely got to get that one. At the graduation right there. I need to go ahead and get another Kanye. Old Kanye is like top five rapper.
Definitely, definitely.
Why not? He's in it for a lot of people. Not
Absolutely. Kanye's definitely made his mark. And ain't nobody can say anything about him either.
that's true. He's not the same right now, but old Kanye, like I said. And then I also got to get Dark Sky Paradise. Man, I haven't.
Who you listening to right now?
What?
Who you listening to right now?
Who am I listening to right now? I've been listening to that new Corday. I've been listening to some Lil Wayne. He just came out with his Sorry for the Wait. It's been pretty good.
Yeah, I saw that.
I don't know if you listen to any of it.
I did not listen to that.
Yeah,
I
it's
did listen to it.
pretty
Man,
damn good.
I've been on that weekend vibe, man.
Weekend, just straight weekend. That's what I'm.
Weekend,
Yeah, a lot of people been on that, man. A lot of people been on that for sure, for sure. Yeah, I gave it a listen, and so for the most part, I think it starts off really good. If I'm not gonna be, I'm not even a big weekend fan like that.
Yeah.
But I'll let you know, it starts off pretty good. Actually, even better than I thought it was going to start off.
A lot of, how do I put it? He put a lot of heart into that album. I could tell. Definitely not. I wouldn't say the same as After Hours, because it's not the same. I mean, it's still in that picture of like it's good like that, but it's definitely not like he definitely did something with different like After Hours. It was very different. It was new. It was definitely like that 80s vibe, new. Nobody's seen that before. Nobody has really seen it blow up the way The Weeknd was able to do it, right? And going into that album, I don't know if you guys know, Quincy Jones actually produced a lot of Michael Jackson's music, and he actually hopped on this project with The Weeknd. So a lot of people don't know that. He's really good, man. If you really listen to his lyrics as well, he also helps people that are not really helps people, but I guess through his music he can. I really enjoy listening to him, man.
For sure. Like I said, he's definitely not for everybody.
No, not for everybody. Definitely not for everybody. I'd agree, not for everybody.
And then so some of the things that I took away from it. So one, it's not your typical weekend project.
Nope.
It's a little bit different. The audios and the beats are
Very different.
Very different,
But very good though.
They're well produced.
Yeah, exactly.
They're well produced for
Very
sure.
well produced, yes, sir. I think he definitely got a lot of the synths. I definitely know that his inspiration from like synths and stuff definitely came from obviously Michael Jackson. I forgot what interview. Don't even get me wrong. I think it was an interview, maybe an article, where The Weeknd also took into consideration of Kanye's the synths that Kanye would use sometimes, and I heard that he used some of those. And he
For sure.
definitely got some inspiration from.
What would you say some of your favorite songs on that track?
Gasoline, definitely have to throw gasoline on that one.
On a scale of 1 to 10, what do you give it?
8, 9.
8. That's what I put. I put 8 out of 10.
Yeah, that one's solid. I mean, like I said, if you listen to what his lyrics say, it's very deep. It's very dark. He's definitely fighting problems that everyday people have. Like with drug abuse, especially drug abuse, man. I think drug abuse is something that people don't really necessarily know what they're doing. That they're doing it. I think a lot of people get kind of caught in the storm, I guess you could say. One day you don't even realize what you're doing. When you're doing that. When you're addicted to drugs, you just kind of start taking them, and every now and then you'll kind of realize. Not, I guess you won't realize, but somebody will definitely come along and say, "Hey, I think this is a problem." And it's again, who are you to tell me? Like from a, I wouldn't say from experience, but definitely from a point where I was doing some shit and somebody was like, "Yo, why are you doing this? Like, why are you taking this far?" And I kind of looked up and I was like, "You know what? Who the fuck are you to tell me what I'm doing? And who are you to say what I'm doing and what I can't do?"
Mm.
And people don't understand that's a horrible mindset to have, especially when you're doing something that it can truly ruin your body eternally.
Oh yeah, no,
So
for sure.
I think the weekend just basically, if you realize what he says, um, wrap my body in these sheets
Yeah, that.
and pour out the
I'm like,
gasoline,
whoa.
right?
Yeah.
Basically saying, when he dies, wrap him in the sheets and just pour the gasoline over him. He doesn't give a shit.
That's.
That's not good, man.
Yeah, no, that is.
That's not good.
Hey, that shit. That's some drugs talking. I'll tell you that. But
Mhm.
yeah, sure.
Absolutely. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah. So I gave that one a 7 out of 10, or 8 out of 10. My bad. It's definitely very, very, like I said, well produced. Um, it started off a little rocky, but I want to say a little bit into it. It's definitely pretty good. What would you say on a scale of 1 to 10, like the project in itself? What would you give it? 1 to 10.
That was a good question. 1 out of 10. The whole project,
Whole project.
up to down, an 8.
Swear.
You know why? You want to know why?
Okay, go ahead. Tell me why.
It wasn't as solid, like I said, as After Hours. I think After Hours, he definitely went deeper into what his mind and what he was feeling.
Okay.
Right? I think with Don FM, he's going into something of looking back at his past. If you can, like, the album covers him as an old man, right? He's looking back into his past and he's basically letting his younger self know that the way his life is going is not good. It's not good at all. In the Gasoline music video, the video is basically that, but his younger self beats the living shit out of his older self. And it's just basically kind of like the message that I got from it was we let our egos destroy our beautiful soul that we have. Our egos are something that I don't really know how to explain, but it's our egos are good, but they're horrible for us because it won't let us live.
Yeah, well, it definitely can limit expression, especially with the judgment of others.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I think it'll just that whole album really helped me look at a different view of don't think about the future in a way.
Okay.
Kind of like if my older self is not gonna like what I'm doing, don't do it.
That's interesting. That's a from a bird's eye view right there.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
For sure.
I think
for sure.
that's very important, And also another thing is if you want to do something, if you want to make money, for an example, you got to work without looking at the clock. Kind of, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, for sure.
So I think with certain things that he said in this song, in this album, was what I took from it was just be careful. Be careful what your younger self is doing, and watch what you're doing now. Because if you don't, later in the future, it may affect you. May affect you wrongly, may not. But that's where you just gotta be careful, man. That's where you just gotta be careful.
Some other notable tracks that I liked on there. I like "How Do I Make You Love Me." That was pretty alright. I gave it about a 7 out of 10. "Sacrifice." Did you like "Sacrifice"? You didn't like that
I
one?
did not like
That's crazy.
Sacrifice. You know what? You know what it was though. It wasn't. It was. It felt rushed.
Really?
Yeah, it didn't. So, did you listen to? So you listened to Gasoline. Did you listen to Don't Break My Heart?
"Don't Break My Heart." I'm pretty sure. I did listen to that one. Honestly, not a huge fan of that one.
Okay, that's okay. That's okay.
I was with you. Like I said, it's just like I said, I don't know, just the vibe. The vibe is not it's not something anything I really listen to. Quite frankly,
Yeah.
like I said, even with regular weekend music, I would say I wouldn't put that in a category where that's like his typical type of music
Yeah.
that he makes. So yeah,
I think, like I said, going back to what I was saying, we don't, our egos don't allow us to recognize how fragile and beautiful we are because of how ugly it perceives us. You know, I feel like a lot of people fight or like they have to fight kind of against their ego, you know, because sometimes people, I know people will sit there and bash themselves for no reason, you know, and I feel like that's not wrong. That's not good. You know, that's not good. That's not a good mindset to have.
no, for sure,
I think there's a difference between a fixed mindset and a growth mindset. You know what I'm saying?
for sure.
So when people can notice that, that's where they get started. That's where their life can really change. But a lot of people have trouble getting started.
Yeah, they got the
Seeing that.
like I said, they got that fixed mindset. They got
Yeah, exactly.
their self talk isn't good. Then and that's very hindering. And like I said, that also plays in a part with the ego.
Yeah.
Saying, oh yeah, no, I could never do that. Right? That's a fixed
Yeah.
mindset. That's your ego just limiting yourself.
Yeah.
Right? Like you said, limiting your.
Exactly.
What did you say it was?
You're
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
lost it.
Just limiting your potential. Quite frankly,
Yeah, there you go.
is
Limiting
what
your
it is.
potential. There it is. You know, and a lot of people they compare themselves.
Mm.
A lot of people compare themselves to other people, you know, and that's, I guess you could compare yourself in the right way. You definitely can compare yourself in the right way, but there's also definitely doing it wrongly.
A lot of people do it wrong.
Yeah, a lot of people do it wrong, and
Big
it's not
shot.
good, man. It's not good. You can't do that. You can't do that because once you start to get used to that negativity,
Yeah.
you will do it pretty often. You'll do it pretty damn often.
No, for sure.
So I think it's just all about noticing, man.
Okay, for sure, for sure. And then, so what are also some notable tracks for me? I like I said, I like Sacrifice is pretty good. I listened to the rest of it. Honestly, I didn't give anything above a 6 out of 10. Quite frankly,
Yeah.
like I said, it's just not my typical music. But I did listen to it. Every Angel is terrifying. I was like, what the hell is that?
Mm,
My opinion.
right?
I was like,
It was
that's.
very. It
I
was
was like,
very like
oh no, I didn't. I wasn't a big fan of it, honestly.
good title. Every angel is terrifying. Every angel can be terrifying.
No, for
That
sure.
ass, you
No,
know.
for
But
sure.
like, oof, that one was just. I'm not gonna lie, that one was a skip.
Okay, fair enough.
I listened to the end to see if it was in sequence for the rest of the album. It was, but
Yeah, I guess, I don't even know about it.
what'd you think about How Do You Make You Love Me?
How do you make? Let me see. Yeah, because I wrote it down right here. I give it a 7 out of 10.
Okay, that's good. I okay. That's not bad. That's not bad because I give that shit at like a 7.5. I give it like an 8 maybe.
Okay. What do you think about Take My Breath?
Take My Breath was a really good song, but god damn, did they play that song too much in the gym?
Exactly. No, I honestly, so I didn't even know that it was actually on the track. Um, so I listened to it right, and I'm like, man, I fucking heard this song way too many damn times already. And I was like, there's no way. There's just no way I'm gonna listen to this thing again. Like, so I heard about it in the gym, like
You
probably
hear
like
too many times, man. You hear it too many times, and once people start playing that shit, it's like, man, what are you doing? Stop playing it. That shit's
exactly
fire.
killed it for sure.
Destroyed it. Like oh, there was this one song, man. Oh, Hot.
Yes, that was a good song. That was
Hot.
overplayed song.
That was a great song. Overplayed. Overplayed.
Yeah,
Highest in the
definitely
room.
overplayed. Highest in the room. Like I said, I wouldn't say I was too overplayed.
You don't
It
think
was
that one was overplayed?
no
Man,
like
walk into Queen Creek High School, and that shit was overplayed. Yo, Christian, if you still watching, comment. Let him know that shit was overplayed.
okay for sure for sure. All right, so get into another some other music I've been listening to. Right, I listened to that Big Sean EP.
Mm,
I definitely recommend it for a lot of people.
mm.
What'd you think?
I actually liked it a lot. I liked Loyal to a Fault. You know,
Well, let's start it up at the top, right? So you
yeah,
got Chaos. Chaos was a pretty good track. So Hit Boy, Big Sean comes together on the track, which they do very often. They love working together. Um, a lot of things that I like about the music that they put out, it is all positive vibes.
absolutely.
It's
I've noticed that about Big Sean. I really have
exactly
noticed about that Big Sean. He definitely has a good mindset, great mindset for people to listen to, get that motivation in because he has a great mindset.
no for sure for sure. Like you said, for me, he's one of my biggest inspirations that I've had. He's probably the most impactful person that I've never met. Think about that for a second. Like I said, his music speaks to me, and I feel like in certain areas of or certain situations that I'm going through in life, I feel like he's there to guide me because he's either done it.
That's exactly how I feel about The Weeknd. That's
Really?
exactly how I
That's
feel about The
interesting
Weeknd.
right there. That's
That's
interesting. right there.
exactly how I feel about The Weeknd. One of the most inspirational people that I've listened to ever. Swear to God.
Interesting. That's some good. That's some good. Like I said, and definitely anybody that you can find like that, it can take you to the next level. 100%.
Absolutely.
It's one of the sources of input that you have that like I said, that will eventually take you to the next level, depending on how serious you actually take that. And so Chaos is pretty good. Into is pretty good. Like I said, for the most part, all these beats go stupid in my opinion. The one was my favorite song of last year. The one you didn't. I remember
Really?
before that you didn't talk about that. The one is literally one of my favorite tracks.
Okay, I'm not gonna bag on it. Of course, I'm not gonna bag on something because it was a great song, but not my riff.
You know, I can understand that. It's a slower vibe. It's not your typical rap song either. So it was more like I said. It was more one of those songs you have to really pay attention to the words to get the full picture. I don't know about overplayed, but definitely got over. Okay,
There you go.
I can understand that.
Yeah.
Loyal to a fault, definitely great. Definitely helped me get over things that I need to get over. If I'm gonna
Yeah?
lie to you, hell yeah, for sure, for sure.
Deadass.
Loyal to a fault, man.
I was listening to that song and I was like, yeah.
He's been on there.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's hilarious. Offense, Babyface Ray and 42 Doug.
I thought 42 Doug went hard as fuck, and I don't usually. I listen, man. Listen. I stopped listening to 42 Doug after I heard he got punched by a girl and he got knocked out.
He got slept by.
Yo, 42 Doug got slept by a woman. Like,
I need to see that video.
she hit him and he fell to the ground. And after I heard that, I was like, yeah, now I gotta stop listening to this guy.
That's crazy. I didn't hear about that. I wish I did. And then the last track, "What a Life," it was a single that actually got produced before it came out.
I liked it.
That right there, 10 out of 10.
What a life.
10 out of 10 song for me, just based off of the vibe. It's and he said he produced that song in 15 minutes.
And that's crazy.
Majority of it, he says it in the song. He goes,
I want somebody to try to produce a song for me in 15 minutes.
15 minutes.
I'll give you my life.
That's relax.
All right, Metro Boomin could probably do it.
Yeah, it's what a God he could. It's what a God he could. But
Hey,
yeah,
he had a Metro Boomin and Big Sean also had a track or album, right?
Yeah.
That was fire.
I actually had it's right behind the. I decided I had that one.
Yeah,
It's one.
I gotta listen to that album.
It's.
I heard that album was, I decided it was a really good album actually.
I decided solid album, like say, see right there. The other one that you obviously can't see. I wanted to put it up, but it probably would have been blocked by me anyways. But yeah, that right there. What a life, man! What a track. I'll say that much. He talks about it. He said it's off the dome. Exactly. Because like I said, he produced it in like 10 to 15 minutes. So fantastic. All right, so we'll talk about Big Sean, man. We'll talk about some mindsets, right? All right, so mindsets that I'm taking into this next year, or rather this year right now. First one is excessive comfort is where dreams, goals, and intentions go to die.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree because you can never get too comfortable.
No, for sure you can't. No, you cannot. And the second I see myself going into a pattern where I'm too comfortable, I'm gonna try to pull myself out of there every time, because it's hard. It's hard to be conscious of it. But like I said, once you have the negative result of it,
Yeah.
and you don't like it, that's when you correct it for sure.
Right. Yeah, I agree with you on that one. I do agree with you on that one because, like I said, like I said before, when we're first starting off, I think it's really hard for people to realize that they're in that not too comfortable mindset, but they're not in that good mindset. You know.
No, for sure.
That's really hard for people to get out of. Even like I've met people that are really like stuck, man. That are they feel stuck. Like I'm not gonna say any names, but there's one person specifically right now, and I look at him. I do. I watch him from a distance, and it's sad to see, but I can't help him because you can only help a person so much to where they just don't let you help them. You can only help a person so much.
No, for sure. That's one of the things that I've noticed. So a lot of people have defined me as like a life coach. I give that life coach vibe. That's something that at least people told me. I don't know if you agree with that or not, but people are only going to be receptive to a message that they ask for.
Right.
So I can give you all the answers that you need in life, right? But if you're not open to hearing me out,
You won't accept it.
you just won't.
It'll
Trash. Exactly.
trash.
No, exactly. It's so sad to say that because, like I said, even if it's exactly what they need to hear, they are not going to hear it out.
Right.
It's tragic. Another one for me is stick to the plan. So, first creating a plan. This is actually a song that right there in the album right there. Stick to the plan. Um,
Setting your minimum goal.
minimum goal.
Because listen, if you can't, come on, if you can't achieve the minimum goal that you want to set, sorry, I may not be the person to say this, but what makes you think you're going to achieve your maximum goal?
No, for sure.
If you can't achieve your minimum goal, you're not going to reach your maximum. That's all I'm going to say.
So adding on to that, so it's like this. It's also with habit building and system setting. That's another thing.
Right.
So I read it actually in that book right over there, Atomic Habits, the gold cover. I'm gonna go ahead and give you reference from that, right? So it's like this. They talk about, you can grab it if you like. One of the things they talk about in there is, yes sir, you already know what time it is. That they talk about goal setting and habit building, or goal setting and system setting as well. There's a difference, right? So some people have the goal. Let's just we use fitness for example, right? Some people have the goal. Hey, I want to lose. Let's just say 100 pounds. Okay, hear me out. So you want to lose 100 pounds, right? But if your system is not in place, you're never going to succeed. So the system would be, I'm gonna work out 6 days a week.
Nah. How about
No,
you?
but hear me out. Hear me out.
Okay.
The minimum
Right.
is getting your ass in the gym.
Yup.
That's the minimum.
That's
So if you
exactly
can't do
what
the
it
minimum,
is.
there's no way you're gonna be able to work out 6 days in a row. You need to actually get your ass in the gym, right?
Yep.
So like I said,
And once you get yourself into the gym, you also, I think you should set another minimum goal. Go 2 times a week. Go 3 times a week. Once you can see that you can do that consistently, see if you can. All right, I'm gonna go 4 times. I'm gonna go the 5th time.
okay, for sure.
Right.
Like I say, yeah, you definitely got to build up to it. It was just for example,
Yep.
right?
I got you.
All right. Another one of my mindsets is believe it to achieve it, or you never will. That's another thing. Like I said, we talked about that earlier. Like if you limit yourself, you are completely right. You say I can't do it, you're right. You say you can do it,
You're right.
you're right. Exactly. She is, man. It'd be crazy, man. Another one I have is it's in me, never on me. So everything that you can be is gonna come from the inside. It's never gonna be a representation of what you physically have.
Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
So I feel like anyone can find the right things that they need to go ahead and do and go forth with if they just take a look inside, take the time to go ahead and ask the right questions, and you'll get the answers that you need.
Yeah.
It takes a lot to go ahead and do that, but that's what you need, right? Um, Go ahead and give me one of your mindsets because I know you wrote down some mindsets. So some mindsets that you taken into this year, or maybe something you can reflect on.
Relationship mindset. That's. I have that one maybe listed as a 4th, but I think that one should be one of my second or first ones.
Okay,
And it goes back into one of the Weeknd songs, man. It really does. How do you make you love me?
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I already.
Right? It definitely goes into that, man, because I feel like a lot of people are fighting for this this continuation of validation, you know?
Okay.
Not even that, man. A lot of people like even like dead ass, like this is kind of weird to bring up, but even on TikTok, man, like you be scrolling through some TikToks and there's these dudes and all these guys talking like my girlfriend don't love me. Oh, she gonna leave me. Oh, once I like negatively, like negative shit. And I feel like that's very wrong. And I feel like a lot of people also do that though in relationships. I feel like if you don't know how to love yourself first, are you really ready for a relationship?
No, for sure you ain't. No, for
Exactly, right. And I feel like a lot of people I feel like a lot of people have problems overthinking as well,
sure.
and putting the how do I say it, the effort into somebody else, right? I
Okay.
feel like once you I feel like people want want a relationship, right? But once the hard times come, they want to run because they're not ready. They're not ready for them hard times, right? They want the good times, but they ain't there for the hard times, right?
Exactly, 100%. Like I said, a lot of what it comes to building a relationship is a lot of uncomfortable conversations.
Oh, dead ass.
You are going to have to get past those, or it's just not going to work. If you're going to run away, because like I said, this is something that I view in women a lot. Women right now in the dating marketplace have the complete abundance mindset because, quite frankly, any dude can be replaceable at that point, right? Because they have so many people available to them that I can go on a debate or I can go on a rant for that for like about 15 minutes, right?
Right.
But it's actually wanting to go ahead and go through those hard times because, like I said, women can just pretty much avoid all hard times completely.
Oh no, most definitely.
They could,
But the ones that do,
but the ones that do, like I said. So, anything else to touch on that specifically for the relationship mindset?
yeah.
Oh, another one of the things I want to mention is how you handle problems. This is one thing that I'm so like obviously I'm single right now, right? So one thing that I've observed, and I'm needed to make it a a trial, a trial for people to go through, or for me and that woman to go through, right? It would be we need to have an issue before I can actually like let's say, oh yeah, we're together, right? We need to have a problem, and we need to go ahead and correctly go over that problem and get past it. And just depending on how she acts and how I act and how we both act together is going to dictate whether if we're going to stay together or not.
Right.
Because if she's just blaming it all on me and not taking any accountability, which is another issue that I see in society, can't take accountability, then, it's just not going to work out. But another thing is this.
And effort too, man.
No, 100% effort.
You
Effort
know, I feel
has
like
to be there.
it has to. It can't be one sided. You know, it definitely can't be. It can't be one sided in a way of like, not love and affection or attention, but kind of like appreciate the other person
No,
just as
100%.
much as the other person appreciates you. You know, because sometimes a lot of people, you know, they'll feel like, oh, she doesn't appreciate or he doesn't appreciate me enough, and that'll not the downfall of a relationship, but it'll definitely make it hard to stick around. You know,
Okay. For sure, for sure, for
right.
sure. Yeah, it definitely would make it hard. Do you have anything else? Or what else do you have, brother?
The fear mindset.
Fear mindset. Okay, okay.
Don't be scared, man. Don't be scared. Y'all ain't got no reason to be scared. Don't be scared. Fear's false evidence appearing real.
No, for sure. Facts. Little know, Adrian. Little know, man. So one of the quotes that I actually had, which I didn't get into it yet, right, goes hand in hand with that, right? And it's a Big Sean quote.
Mm.
It says, and you know what they say about non-conquering fears, right? He says, if you don't, then they'll always be near as a reminder in your ear. Shit that I ain't trying to hear.
Mm.
Bars, exactly,
Spitting.
exactly. So basically, any fear that you have, if you don't overcome it, it's always going to be there. And the only way to overcome that is to go ahead and head on, go ahead and attack it. Because if you don't attack it, it's still going to be there, whether you choose to deal with it or not. So, what do you think about that?
I agree with you, man. I feel like if there's something that you're scared to do or scared to like speak about or even just scared just in general, don't. Don't. It depends on what it is, obviously, but don't be scared because there's a lot of things that I've been scared to do and I never did them. And I look back at them, I'm like, fuck, I should have done them shits.
No,
Like
for
for
sure,
real.
for sure. Yeah.
So I feel like a lot of people have this, like, again, their egos, man. Their egos will destroy them, man. You feel like, you get this fear inside of you, and then that's when the ego kicks in, and it's like, nah, yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you ain't built for this.
Yeah, and Bill
You
it.
ain't built
Oh,
for this.
that's crazy.
And it'll let you believe that, man. It'll let you believe that, and that's why I said having a. I remember, obviously, one of my boys, Christian, has told me before, man. It's harder to be negative than it is to be happy, for sure. I believe that.
Interesting. Okay.
And I think, or not be happy, be positive. Sorry, not be happy, be positive. I think it's a lot harder to just than to hold a smile upon your face every day. I think,
So depends what you're going through.
I think exactly. I think a lot of people are scared to attack their problems, man. I feel like they're afraid to face their problems, and you can't be afraid, man.
No, you can't be afraid for sure.
Can't be have that fearfulness.
Mm.
No, sir.
No, sir. All right, what else you got on there?
I have one of the things. Mm, learn from criticism, dog. That's one thing is that like just learn from it, man, because not everybody criticize you because they want to see you fall. They want to see you build, man. A lot of people that's one thing that I had a problem with when I was younger. That not only were people telling me to do things because they were for the better of me, but just because they wanted to see me happy.
No, for sure.
And a lot of people think people criticizing them or certain people saying things is, ah, man, you're out to get me. Nah, you don't mean that. You're mean.
You're right. You're right. A lot of people don't even know how to actually take criticism correct.
No.
To be honest with you, they really don't. And so it's evaluating where it's coming from. So like I said, if you believe that it's genuine, then obviously you can go ahead and do it. And it also goes hand in hand with actually who the hell is giving it.
Right.
You got to be very very clear because like I said, there's a lot of people who if you have a misconstrued perception of somebody and they try to give you some information, there's no way you're gonna take it if you just don't fuck with that person.
Nope.
Simple as that.
Exactly. Exactly. Like if you don't You just got to take into consideration of what everybody tells you. Not everybody, because there are some people that are there to just fucking break you down.
Facts.
But
Facts. Not in my life, but facts.
not everybody, man. Not everybody for show. And embracing challenges too, man.
Okay.
Because there are going to be challenges on the way, and there are going to be bumpy roads. You gotta embrace the bumpy roads, man. Not everything's going to be easy. That's one thing that even I have a hard time doing. Not everything's going to come easy.
Yeah, that's
Not
the only way.
everything's going to come easy. And once you realize that, all right, it's gonna be a long bumpy ride. You'll be all right. I promise you, you'll be all right. Once you can figure that out, you'll be all right. I swear to you, you'll be all right.
But yeah, another thing goes hand in hand with that is like like you said, all things can't be happy all the time, right? And that's and having the hard times and the bumpy roads is what's going to make you actually appreciate the good times.
Exactly.
Because if everything was happy,
You ain't gonna.
you're gonna take advantage of it.
Yeah, exactly. You ain't gonna. You won't embrace the gratefulness that you have.
Exactly. You just won't be grateful enough.
Nope.
And like I said, if you take that for granted,
You fucked.
hey, bingo, exactly. You're fucked. Exactly. For sure, for sure.
Right. I think one thing that people also need to learn from is don't be alone, man. You can't be alone. You gotta have people around you, but don't put yourself around shit. Because once you put yourself around shit, you start to smell like shit.
No, for
Right?
sure, for
So
sure.
don't put yourself around bad people. You know, once you get to a certain age, you know when people are good for you and when they're wrong for you. You
Oh,
know,
for sure.
You know, because like I said, I mean, I've told somebody this before. At the first sign of trouble, they're gonna run. People are gonna run. People, not real friends or not real people that are in your life. They're gonna run. They're gonna run, and that's not cool, man. Because I thought you was in this for life.
People put on that facade where they ain't for sure.
That facade.
The facade,
That
exactly,
facade.
exactly. All right, so I'll give you one of mine as well. You ready for change? You better act on it. They look up to you, so don't slack on it.
What do you mean by that?
Okay.
Elaborate.
So okay, for me, for example, right? There's a lot of people I would say that honestly that I inspire, right? So like having me around your life, I'm gonna push you to your better self.
Right.
Whether you want to hear me out or whether you don't, I'm always gonna have your best intentions in mind
Right.
for sure, right? So the way I look at it is this. So you said you ready for change, you better act on it, right? So my thing is this, right? The only way I can help somebody change for the better is if I'm changing for the better my damn self, right? So as long as somebody can see that it's actually possible and that they can do it, then I'm like I said, then of course I'm gonna be an inspiration for that person, right? And it's like I said, that goes hand in hand with the second part of it. They look up to you, so don't slack on it. So the moment I start slacking on it, the moment I start slacking on it, everybody else comes down.
Mm. Okay, now I get what you're saying.
And like I said, I ain't trying to let everybody down.
I feel like you're right in the sense of not only do people don't depend on other people, but there's definitely people have other people that be like, I need advice from him. And once they start to like see that the person that they usually get advice from start to kind of like not necessarily go down, but start to speak against what they preach. I've had people do that to me, man. Like I've had real ass homies, not real ass homies anymore. But I've had people definitely like preach uh this. I'm not gonna really go deep into it because it's a whole new topic. But they'll preach something, and I'll see them physically, and they will do the complete opposite of what they were just telling me that they're doing. And it's just like, dog, what
You're
are you
goofy.
doing?
You're
Yeah,
goofy for that.
exactly. So, and even then, like I'll take an accountability myself. Like I've definitely done that. Like I definitely have, but I know that I've done it. So noticing, if you notice what you're doing, that's the first start too.
No, for sure, it's the first step. Like I said, and also just going ahead and taking that corrective action. Because if you're not taking the corrective action, you're goofy. Okay, so there's two different types of goofy, right? There's goofy in doing it and not knowing what you're doing, and there's goofy in knowing what you're doing
And still doing it.
and still doing it. Exactly.
You a dumbass.
No, for sure. No, for sure, you dumbass. So going ahead and making the changes accordingly.
Right.
If you recognize it and you recognize that it's going to hinder you long term, you better go ahead and make that damn change. Because like
Mhm.
I said, you are limiting your potential.
Yeah.
You are
You gotta
stifling your
look from a
progress.
bird's eye, man.
No, for sure.
Because how do I explain it? Everybody not everybody, everybody's different. Everybody's built different, right?
No, for sure.
But I think once you, not really once, but once you can realize that you can look from a bird's eye, not really a bird's eye, but kind of like I said, if you think your future self isn't gonna like what you're doing, don't do it.
No,
Don't
for
do
sure.
it. Especially the consequences. Think about the consequences too, man. That's something that I will completely preach to people. Is think about the consequences. If the consequences are bad, don't do it.
Well, they outweigh the good. For damn sure, don't do it.
Right? Because well, even then, like I know some people that like I have had situation where homie was like, "Let's do this in this bathroom." I was like, "Okay." I can't really
No, for sure. Don't say it.
I can't say it. It's drugs. I'll say it's drugs. Can't say what drugs, but it was drugs.
Okay.
Homie did it, got caught, had a little baggie on him, right? And it wasn't no Schweed. It wasn't no doobie.
That's
It was worse. And
in a way.
homie got mad. Homie got mad that he got caught. I was like, nah, you can't be mad that you got caught. You want this to happen.
Shit.
You
Yeah.
must have wanted it to happen, right?
For sure.
I never got caught though.
That's a. That's a for him.
Right?
There,
Imagine me walking out, and as I'm walking out, security's walking in. I ran. I went home.
He said, "I went home."
I went home.
That's crazy.
Like I said, man, just think about the consequences. Because if the consequences aren't good, don't do it. Do it. Do it. Do it better, or don't do it at all.
No, for sure. For sure. Any other specific mindsets that you have? Because I know you got a few more on there.
Yeah, man. The lazy mindset. People
Okay.
people want to be lazy. People don't want to put in that work. People are real fucking lazy. Even myself, I can get hella lazy sometimes. I can get super lazy if
Yeah.
I really want to. But why? Why sit in that laziness and sorrow of fucking feeling bad for yourself, right? People beat themselves up for no goddamn reason. Shut up, you pussy, and get your ass out of bed and start fighting for your life.
Fighting for your life. That's
Right?
crazy. No, for
So-
sure, and that also ties back into the comfort, right?
Yeah,
The excessive
Exactly,
comfort. People are
exactly.
okay with letting their dreams die. Oh, just because I'm just chilling right here. I'm sleeping in bed.
nah,
I'm
man.
comfortable with it. I ain't trying to get out, man.
Nah,
Yeah, I'm
man.
trying to get out, man.
I had that mindset today. I was like, man, I don't go to the gym. I was in the gym for 4 hours.
Exactly.
Just do it.
Exactly.
Just
You
do
gotta
it.
Do it.
Just do it. It might be better than what you expect. Like even then, some people like a lot of things turn out better. Like there's one specific situation. You know what I'm talking about. That I was not very fond to in the beginning, right?
For sure.
Very very eyebrow raise,
No, yeah, questioning for sure.
right? And now it's one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life.
Interesting.
Dead ass. It really is. I enjoy it. I've had a lot of good decisions, and what I mean by one of the best decisions I made in my life, it's definitely grown fond to help me more than it destroys me.
That's good. That's
Put
good.
it that way.
As long like I said, as long as it brings you happiness and it's not really holding you back, that's what you're gonna look for right
Right.
there.
Right.
You
And
know,
a lot of people have this mindset of they like to be toxic. They love to be toxic, right?
some people are really conscious
Right?
of it too, and he still do it.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh, toxicity is so fun. It's so fun. It's so good to do. Fuck off.
No, for sure.
Fuck out of here with that shit.
No, that's what I'm saying. We ain't trying to hear that out here. Come on now. So another one that I have. Another one that I have. We'll go over briefly.
Being an alcoholic.
No, relax.
That's so.
That's up. Okay. So for me, a mindset that I have is when I quit my job, that's when the real work's gonna actually start. That's something to think about, right? Like I said, when I was talking about earlier in the podcast, right? I'm a damn slave. What it is, man. Swear to God, that's what it is, right? I already know. I'm at a point in life where I've done enough. Like I said, ask myself the hard questions, right? And I know what I need to do. I really know. I know what's not only what I need to do, but what's going to benefit me the most.
Right.
So spending my time, right, working for somebody else when I could be working that on my business and on myself, I know I'm wasting time.
Absolutely.
Even if I'm getting money out of it. So like I said, I'm working a job right now, right?
I definitely get what you're saying now.
Exactly.
Oh, I definitely get what you're saying. You earning money, but it's fucking waste of your time.
It's a waste of my time though. I'm getting money, which of course you need money, right? But I'm also
There's so dog.
The opportunity cost is fucked.
There you go. Not even that. Not even that though. Is that people forget there's dude money as we speak. Money is being printed by the government every second. It's always been. There's always money's always gonna be coming through, whether you like it or not. There's a lot of ways you can make your money by sitting in your bed. Swear to God.
No, for sure.
I swear to God, but it's all like goes back into that wanting to do it, not being lazy, man. Because you're always gonna have to put in your work. Like I said, man, you
Can't
want
run
to
away
make
from the smoke,
you you want to you want to make money. You got to be able to work without looking at the clock.
For sure, for sure. Yeah,
You know
it,
what I'm
all, it all
saying?
ties back in together, though. For sure. It really all does tie back in together, man. All right, one more for you, and then we'll go ahead and switch to the topic.
Social mindset.
Social mindset. Go into that a little bit more.
So, like I said, putting yourself around shit make you smell like shit, right? I feel like people forget that not on, social media can be very bad, right? But it can be a very good thing, in a way of getting yourself out there of what you want to do. Like whether you want to sell clothes, social media outlet's great for that, right? You want to start a podcast, social media outlet's great for that, right?
For sure.
People forget that social media is a good thing, but it's used very horribly and very badly, right?
Oh, for sure.
So I think that once you can realize that, dead ass social media ain't shit unless you're using it the right way.
100%. It's a form of input. What it comes down to, and as with any input, the shittier it is, the shittier you become.
Right.
Simple as that. So the people that actually utilize, so like I said, a lot of the things that I follow, right? So I'll give you a breakdown what I actually follow, right? I follow like things that are gonna make me think differently, so like mindsets,
Right.
and in sports. For the most part, that's pretty much.
And that's what you see on your feed most of the time,
Exactly,
right?
100%.
Exactly. So when people start doing all this weird shit, like again, like TikTok, I see a lot of people. I at one point I found myself getting more fucking sad TikToks about like fucking all this weird shit than good shit.
For
And
sure.
that's when I realized, all right, I got to get the hell out of social media because not only was it just showing up on my TikTok for you page, but it was showing up on my YouTube for you page. It was showing up on Snapchat. It's everything, dog. It really is everything. It ties in with everything. Whether you how do I explain it? Whether you like it or not,
For sure.
you gotta watch what you're doing on your social media, man, because that shit'll get to your head real fast if you're reading the wrong kind of comments.
No, for sure. It takes you down that dark hole.
That
Dark hole.
that rabbit hole.
The rabbit hole. Exactly. All right, Adrian. So go ahead and let me know. Let me know one thing. So if you want to go ahead. So one of the topics we want to talk about tonight was self growth, right? So what is going to give you what's going to put you to the next level? What is something that you need to do very very soon this year? Early on in this year, that's going to go ahead and take you to the next level.
Having that drive, man. Having that drive.
Okay.
Having that seeing that bigger picture as well, man. That's something that I do struggle with, seeing that bigger picture, right?
Okay.
And I guess you can't look too far into the future because once you look too far in the future, you forget about what's going on in the present, right? And if you look too far in the past, it'll fuck up the present,
No, for sure.
right? So I just think of looking at that bigger picture, man. See, like I know, I've already told you, and shit, watch, I'm gonna be a millionaire. Oh, I know I am.
No, for sure.
Like I'm not joking. I know I am. Like
for sure.
I know I am. And looking at that bigger picture is that I've had a conversation with family members, man, that millionaires aren't shit. Money isn't everything, but like that's where it comes in, right? That bad criticism, right? People don't understand what I want to do with my money though. That's the thing. They think I'm using it for bad, but sometimes, man, I be driving, man, and I see somebody and I see a homeless person, man, and I remember I think on Christmas my brother gave a homeless dude like $15, right? And I know not everybody does it because I mean I know a lot of people have had bad runs with that, right?
For sure. For sure.
But I think using your money for the good, man. I feel like helping people. That's something that I really want to do, man. I want to give somebody a different opportunity that I was never able to be given, right? And that's what drives me. That's what drives me. But at the same time, I struggle with having that drive. Sometimes I forget. Sometimes I forget what I'm fighting for, and that's okay. That's okay. You can forget, but once you forget too long, your path is gonna fuck you up.
Boy in the rabbit hole. Exactly.
Boy in the rabbit hole. Boy in the rabbit
Exactly.
hole. Yes, sir. Exactly. That's all what it's about, man. it depends on what you're using your idea is of gratefulness. So if like you have this thing of you want to be great and you want to do something, what are you using it for? Are you using it for good or bad? Because once people start using it for bad, man, that's not good. I
For
don't think
sure,
that's
for
good.
sure. And just to add on to that, man. So, man.
Ha-
So for me, one of the things that I need to work on is consistency, right? Like I said, that I feel like that plays into pretty much anything. So you said looking at the bigger picture. First with the bigger picture, right? You want to look at the root of why you're doing it.
Right.
You got to be on the constant reminder of why you're doing it, right?
Right.
So how that ties into consistency is this, right? So the things that I want to do, I'm gonna need to be consistent with, because that's gonna reap the most benefit off of that, right? I'm gonna make the most progress with what I'm consistent with. So when it comes to consistency, it's gonna be things like just pretty much establishing the habits that I want to have. This goes with anybody. The more consistent you are with the habits, you're actually going to make the most progress with that.
Right.
And so, for example, like I said, if you want to read books, like so, there's plenty of benefit with reading books. Something that I honestly I fell off about.
One of your books that helped me greatly. It still does. Like I may not talk about it as much. It was Seven Spiritual Laws, man. That shit'll really
For sure.
that shit definitely did something to me for sure. Definitely, and I think of about giving and receiving. That's one thing that I think is something that people don't like to do, man. Give things back. I think, like I said, man. Back to the same example, you give somebody you give something somebody and you feel like you lost it, you ain't giving shit.
No, exactly. You
You
just
ain't
holding
giving
that L.
shit.
No, for sure, for sure.
Yeah, if I give somebody an iPhone and I'm like, fuck, I miss that goddamn iPhone. You're now.
No, for sure,
You're
for sure.
definitely now. You gotta keep things going, man. Especially like again with money. You gotta keep it in circulation, dude. You just do, and that's just one thing that people struggle with.
Oh, for sure. One of the things also for me is sacrifices. This goes with everybody. Everybody got to make sacrifices. Whether you actually are conscious of the sacrifice or if you're not conscious of the sacrifice, you need to make the sacrifice for sure.
Yeah.
So you got to choose your sacrifices very, very carefully, because if you choose the wrong sacrifice, it's not going to reap the most benefit, right?
Yeah.
So anybody that's willing to make the right sacrifices is going to get the most out of life,
Right.
for sure, for sure. So whether that's like we were talking about earlier, whether that's getting over a drug problem, whatever it is, you have to make that sacrifice, even if it makes you really uncomfortable.
Got
You
to.
still got to make the sacrifice.
Even then, like, man, woo. We was having this conversation earlier in the gym.
Yes, Sirski.
That shit's that shit is hard though. That
No, for
shit
sure.
it definitely is hard, but like, ooh, that's a different conversation, Champo.
No, for sure it is.
That drug addiction is that shit is a different conversation because like even going deeper into different kind of fucking drugs, man. Like I've read and I've heard shit, about Xanax, about Vicodin, about Percocets, man. Even then, like I remember hearing one of these persons was taking Percocets, right? And his withdrawals were he was staying up for weeks. He couldn't go to bed,
Shit, man, that's crazy, man.
right? Exactly. So it's like, man, people don't realize that these withdrawals are horrible for you. These withdrawals are really bad, and people will sell them thinking that they know the withdrawals, but they don't. They don't. So I get, like I said, a whole different conversation.
No, for sure. But like I said, you got to make the sacrifices. If you know your better self is going to come out of that, you got to make the sacrifices.
Right.
And yeah, for sure, fiends. You know how that goes. Another one for me is going ahead and being more productive with my time. So compared to a lot of people, through my observation, I'm actually very productive with my time. Right. But it's going ahead and utilizing my time, whether that's adding more structure, just basically utilizing it in a way where, uh, whether it's time outside of work, particularly, like I said, in order to build something so you can actually go ahead and, like, for example, like this right here,
Yeah.
or from my YouTube channel, right?
Yeah.
The only way I'm going to go ahead and get out of my job is if I'm consistently doing this,
Yeah.
and that goes back to consistency, but basically just evaluating my day, planning my day accordingly, and going ahead and acting on it.
I
For sure.
agree, man. I agree, man. Just people who are listening have that positive mindset, man. Because that shit, you don't, or if you at least don't try to shoot for the stars, aim for the moon.
You're trash. Simple as that. So all right. So what is another thing that Adrian needs to work on?
Me?
Yes, sir.
I mean, I guess everybody does. I guess everybody, like, it'll happen. But that overthinking, man, that's something that I really do need to work on. And that's not, that's something you just gotta not fix, but you gotta realize that you're doing it. Because once you can realize that you're doing it, and you kind of keep yourself distracted with different things that you like to do, or even just, I think meditation is something that people need to take into consideration as well.
I feel like that's a whole nother topic, but yeah.
Right, exactly. It's a whole different topic, man. Just a whole different topic, but something that I still kind of not really struggle with, because I am doing better at it for sure. I am doing better at it, but it's just something that definitely needs to be addressed if you are struggling with it.
No, for sure. Some people. Well, here's the thing. For meditation, we'll go into it very briefly, right?
Some people don't believe in it, and they won't. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, for sure. Another thing is this: some people need it more than others. That's what I will say. So, like, if you are not mentally where you want to be at, you got to meditate.
Oh, nah, sure. Try it 3 times. Try it 3 times, and I want you to come back to me and tell you how you feel.
Exactly. But yeah, so like I said, some people need it more than others. You know, some people, like I said, for me, mentally, thankfully, I'm in a great place. I'm in a place that I can recognize and say, you know, I'm very, very thankful for sure. So I don't need. I wouldn't say I don't need it. Would I definitely benefit from it? 100%. But I wouldn't say it's not something that I need to utilize at least right now.
Right.
I'm not. I would never limit myself from doing it in the future. But as of right now, where I'm at, I don't. That's not that don't find utility. It's just I can use my time in a different way that benefit something that would actually bring me more peace.
Right. I agree with you. And even then, like, even half of overthinking is people just creating these situations in their head. There you go. They create they create these fake scenarios that may never happen, nor will ever be put in front of you. Like, literally, like, dead ass. So again, man, a lot of people just need to address it. They just do.
For sure. Yeah, Justin, for sure, my man. Anything else for you? Anything you want to end off with specifically?
Nah, man. I mean, just keep being positive. Don't be lazy. Know that everything that is put in front of you and everything that you are going through is for a reason. Whether you believe it or not, some people are like, man, why am I going through some bullshit? Nah, you going through it for a goddamn reason. Whether you put yourself there or not, whether you put yourself in a certain situation or not, good or bad, you're in it for a reason.
Yeah, you gotta learn from it.
There's something, exactly. I was gonna say, yeah, there's something to learn from it. You know, there's always a little pin that's like, that's what it is. That's what I gotta address.
For sure.
That's what I gotta fix. Because if, like I said, if you start to believe that you are put in these situations just because the world is out to get you or the universe is out to get you,
that victim mindset. That's unhealthy to have, by the way.
You will. That's not good, man. Once you start to think everybody's out to get you, your mind will start to get you.
No, for sure. You out to get you at that point.
Yeah, you out to get yourself.
Exactly. You playing yourself. For sure.
Man, again, it's everything. Everything ties into it. You know, if you sad and you listen to sad music, you ain't gonna be sad.
No, 100%.
So
that's the input. Because I was talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
Whatever input you give in, or put in rather, is what you're gonna get out.
Yeah.
If you sad, you listen to sad music. Guess what? You gonna
sometimes
be more
people just listen to sad music to get it out, and I understand that. Like, even I've done that. Sometimes people listen to sad music to get out, but sometimes people are like having a good ass day and they'll put on some shit, and it's like, what are you listening to this for, dog?
Exactly. For sure. And I feel like there is time and utility to use the sad music. I'm not gonna like I said, I wouldn't say it's not something I put on regularly at all because I'm not that.
No, I'm telling you right now, the only sad music that I'll listen to and I'll still like, yes, Weekend.
Weekend.
One person that I really like kind of find myself still hard to listen to again. Juice World.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna.
That's one motherfucker that's like, ooh, I could listen to it sometimes, but at the same time, it's like, man, I can't listen to this. It's just nah.
It's not bringing you up the way you want it to.
Nah, exactly,
sure.
exactly. But it also does help. Like I know Juice World music can help a lot of people with drug addiction. You know, again, unfortunately, he passed away from fucking Percocets. R.I.P. Right? But
R.I.P.
but listen, man, listen. You listen to some of his music. He knows what he's doing. He knows that he's doing it, and he feels like. I feel like nobody's ever in a rabbit hole where they can't get themselves out. There's no rope. There's no rope short enough for that.
Sure.
There's always gonna be a rope that's long enough to get you out of that, right? And I feel like this motherfucker preaching about something that's really not. His music can help a lot of people, right?
For sure.
Definitely. I'm never gonna bag on somebody that listens to Juice or anything, right? But you listen to what he raps about in some of his songs, it's kind of like, come on, big dog, what is you doing? Like you knew what you was fighting for, and you knew what you were doing, taking these shits, and look at the goddamn outcome, motherfucker.
No, for sure. Like I said, he's one of those people. Like I said, you recognize your issue and you don't go ahead and correct it. And that right there, that's a
Nah, yeah, absolutely.
No,
and
for sure.
unfortunately, yeah, it is an L. And I'm not gonna say Juice WRLD's an L. His situation is definitely an L.
No, for sure.
You definitely gotta know when to stop with anything, whether it's having a drug addiction, having a overthinking problem, or being lazy, or just not believing in yourself. You gotta know when to stop. You gotta stop feeling bad for yourself. You goddamn bitch. Stop feeling bad for yourself though, right? Like, am I wrong? Like,
Yeah, for sure.
you gotta stop feeling bad for yourself, dog. And especially like, ooh, dealing with heartbreaks, man. Ooh,
Yeah, that's a no. We
listen,
ain't about to get into that. No,
Listen,
that's
dog.
stupid. No, ain't no way.
That's something though that like, it's not there to. It's really not there to destroy you though. That's the thing though. A heartbreak isn't there to destroy you. It's definitely, you look back on it and it could really help you learn, dog. Like, for sure, it can really help you learn.
No, for
matter
sure.
what.
It's definitely meant to destroy a version of you.
Absolutely.
And perspectives that you've had for sure.
Absolutely.
But like I said, let's not get into that. That's a whole. We could have an
That's-
entire podcast just on that. We have 11 people right now viewing it. Go ahead and give us some comments, give us some feedback. Just maybe some of the things we talked about. Just go ahead and let's see what you guys have to say. Comments have been very very light. So yeah, let's see what y'all have to say.
be very happy to hear what y'all have to say, especially about what we talked about.
We stay pretty consistent with viewers. I would say we stayed about like 7 8 like pretty much the whole time, which is pretty good. Which I appreciate you guys. Appreciate the support.
Yes, sir. I do as well.
No, for sure. Yeah, go ahead and comment.
Yeah, appreciate the people that watched as well. The people that I told to watch helps.
Oh no, for sure, for sure.
Definitely helps. Also lets you people who are around. This is one thing, that ties into this perfectly. People who are around when the views are at 11 viewers, you gonna see them come back when they're higher.
No, for sure, for sure.
I supported you the whole time. What are you talking about? I supported you through the bad times. Shut the fuck up. No, you didn't.
He said no, you didn't.
I've had people literally come up to me. Guess what? Guess what happened today at the gym? Some bitch came to get my number.
Ain't no way.
Swear to God.
Ain't no
I
way.
swear to God. I swear to God to you. I swear to God. But you know what? Let me tell you something. I went to school with this girl, right?
She said, "Let me get that number real quick."
She said, "Let me get your snap."
Swear.
And I looked at her dead ass. I laughed in her face, right? I laughed in her fucking face. I
That's
said, "Didn't you say I was weird?" Exactly.
that's tough.
Exactly. I said, "Didn't you say I was weird? Why you want my snap now?"
He said, "Nah, I'm off of that. Actually, I'm off
I'll
of that."
keep it moving. I'll keep it moving.
All right, for sure, for sure. Oh my god, man, Jay, you too damn late, man. God damn, man, it's too late.
Who?
Man. Jay?
Jalen?
Yeah, for sure. He's too
Oh.
late, man.
Wow.
I don't know what you're doing. I don't
That's
know what
messed
you're
up. That's messed up. I thought, like I said, I thought Jalen, the other day he was talking that shit. He feels very one-sided, Adrian. Shut your stupid ass.
doing. Hey, relax. Like I say, you got in. It's all good. We about to end right now in a few minutes. Yeah, go ahead and comments ain't coming through, man. Comments, y'all been
That's fucked
slacking on
up.
comments. Y'all, we can't have 10 viewers in here and nobody comment, bro. Especially Christian. If you watching the whole damn thing, man, what are you doing not responding?
What's up, Joey?
Jordy, I like that a heartbreak means meant to destroy a version of you in the end. Enjoy that. Watch the podcast and hearing you guys. I appreciate that. I really do appreciate that, Jordy. Like for sure, for sure. It's supposed to destroy a version of you, 100%.
It definitely is, man.
Like also supposed to build you up.
Oh, absolutely.
It's supposed to build your ideals. It's supposed to say, oh yeah, no, I'm staying away from this, but actually I like this. You have to learn. There's gonna be negative and positives for sure. Which one?
I think when a heartbreak you as well is especially when you get your heart broken. What did you say?
No, don't say it. What is one thing that you change about yourself?
What is one thing that I changed about myself, physically or
I can
mentally?
see the whole damn comment, but I can't hold up. Let me see. Hold on, give me a second.
You gonna have to
Oh, for sure, I got it.
Yeah.
What is one thing that you change about yourself?
nothing. Physically, nothing. I hold myself to my standards. I know my value.
Okay,
I know my value, and I know what I know what I'm here to give, and I know what I can give people. And if you don't want to take it,
Jalen, go ahead and give him his comment, man. No, for sure. Well, okay. What is one thing? Okay, if you could change something about yourself, what would you change? Right now.
right now,
Mm-hmm. Be honest with me. Don't give me some bullshit answer. Oh yeah, I'm just fine the way I am. Don't give me that. I ain't
all right,
changing
you're
it at
right. All right, one thing that I can change that I cannot change, or one thing that I can change and I know I'll be able to change in the future. Two different things.
all. What is one thing
Baylor, please.
that you?
Was it Baylor?
Yeah, it was Baylor.
Okay, yeah.
What's one
please.
thing you need to change right now that you ain't doing
that I'm
right
not
now?
doing?
Go ahead, Dylan.
Staying consistent, like you said.
Okay, for sure, for sure.
One thing, staying consistent. I need to stay consistent, and I'm not, and I know I'm not. So if I can, and that's just something. Again, that's something like even you know I'm not consistent. You know damn well I'm not consistent, and that's something that's just really hard. It's kind of hard to because at different times and different places, shit goes on that I have no control of.
For sure.
But at the same
happens,
time,
though.
it definitely can it could have been avoided, right? It definitely
Sure.
could have been avoided, right?
Sure.
For today, an example, it definitely could have been avoided. My time management skills also are really, that's something that I really need to fix.
Okay, so time management for sure. Time management. Yeah, no, for sure. That's one of the things that I'd mentioned as well. Is utilizing my time better for sure, and also going ahead and planning accordingly. Because like I said, if you have no structure, you have no structure. Simple as that. Christian, I appreciate that comment by the way. I just like listening to other people. Oh yeah, for sure, for sure.
Christian shit to say.
No, for sure. I appreciate that. Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up right now in a few minutes. What time do you want to leave? You supposed to have been left, weren't you?
It's okay.
Well,
It'll take maybe like 15 minutes to get there, so I'll leave in 5 minutes.
All right, for sure. We'll just leave. We'll just leave it. We'll give it 2 minutes. Yeah. So D, let's see. I like what I hear so far. Definitely interesting topics. That'd be cool to hear a more in depth. Okay, for sure, 100%.
Oh yeah,
I appreciate that.
I'm definitely coming back to talk about a lot of different things. Like, I think
for sure.
I think the heartbreak topic should definitely be in another one because that's something that I can easily just.
I can
dive
give you.
into.
I can give you out by
Absolutely.
my damn self. We just champing the
Dog.
camera. I gave you about an hour worth.
I could.
Easy.
I'll help a lot of people. I will help a lot of people with a situation that I used to have with the heartbreak, man. And you gotta really know when something's bad for you, because people don't. Again, people need they need that outside perspective, because if they don't get that outside perspective, they'll be trapped forever. Not
No,
forever,
100%.
but they'll definitely be trapped.
That'd be that mental prison.
Mm,
Tragic.
that purgatory.
Nah, hey, relax. Go ahead and give me one more comment. We'll go ahead and end it off right now. We've been live for about an hour, almost hour 10 minutes. We're gonna end it off hour 10 minutes.
I'm gonna give you somebody to listen to right now. Let the viewers hear. You ready? Next podcast. I want you to listen to Bones.
Bones? Okay, for sure.
Bones. It's somebody that I need you to listen to.
Okay.
He doesn't. You'll just listen. Just listen.
Yeah. Like I said, go ahead and send me something, and the next time you on, we'll go ahead and talk about it for sure. Well, yeah, we'll cover heartbreak next, and then we'll, like I said, next podcast that you're on heartbreak. One of the things we'll talk about more music, of course.
Obviously, next one, our top 5. I
Top
feel like
five?
that's something that we didn't.
We'll go into it pretty deep. All right, for sure. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and write that down. So he said, top 5 artists, right?
Yeah.
We'll talk about Bones. We'll talk about.
I just want you to.
Heartbreak.
We don't have to talk about Bones. We just gotta. I just want you to hear your opinion on his music again.
Okay. So my opinion.
Yeah, just an opinion. Just an opinion on Bones, man.
Drew. All right, it was good. All right.
Shout out to Drew, actually, man. Drew's the homie that actually put me on Bones hella hard a couple years ago. I slept on Bones for sure, but then he came out with, again, that 80 shit.
For sure. All right, fellas, we go ahead and end it off. I appreciate you guys' support.
Absolutely.
New viewers, if you go ahead and subscribe, I appreciate that.
Subscribe, please, because
Like I say, we got more coming for sure.
Yeah.
So, all right, appreciate y'all.
have a good day.
Yeah, no, like I said, I will go ahead and reach out to people that went ahead and watched because, like I said, I appreciate it for sure. So we're gonna go ahead and end it off. Any last words for the people? Just real quick, Adrian.
Everybody that watched, I love y'all. Y'all are here when the views are down, and when y'all see that the views will go up. I promise you, most of y'all will be